What's up, y'all? We're back with another cooking video.
Ow!
What are we making today?
Nachos. Well, I'm making it a little bit different though, because somebody said it's not healthy. So,
Excuse me, I say healthy.
instead of making it with ground beef, we're going to make it with ground turkey. I was like, didn't want to turn on for a second. What the fuck? Anyways, back to cooking here. We're gonna add a little bit oil to our pan. Maybe I should face this way since we are cooking over here too. All right. So yeah, we're gonna add some oil. Let the pan heat up. First, I like to move the oil around in the pan so that way all the edges get. Now we just wait.
You just wait. It's like you need some.
So I'm gonna put it on 6. That way it heats up faster, and then after that you turn it down to like 3 or 4. Because you want the food to cook, but you don't want to cook way too fast.
Wash my hands.
With your washing hands. Okay, I'll put this back.
What's next?
Well, one thing I test out is putting your hand above it, and if it's warm, that means it's getting there. So we just gotta wait. Let's do it. Gotta wait. So I was supposed to do the rice first, but we're doing the meat first. It's fine. Yeah, now it's ready. So then, you're gonna grab your chicken, well, turkey, ground turkey, have it in a bowl here, and then you're just gonna, I just burned myself! You're in the way! You're not fed. I was backing up my way to burn and you still got burned!
First of all, it's all over.
Oh!
First of all, it's all over here. You step back.
Yeah, and you're still there!
No, that happened way too fast. Now listen.
Way too fast.
It did. You got
hope
burned.
that-
First of all, you got burned, and then you wanted to move back.
No, as soon as I put it down, it was about to splatter, and then you want to be in the way.
You're the one that took a big
Okay.
step back.
One thing I forgot to do was turn down the heat, and that's why I got burned. So learn from my mistakes.
At least you guys are
We're under the influence here. We're not sober, so that's okay.
Yeah.
I'll speak for you and me. Alright, so you're gonna let your ground turkey heat up. I got this new gadget from Temu. It cuts up your meat. So I really burned my arm.
Gotta put
It
that
hurts.
burner spoon.
I don't know, look at it. Did it burn me? On my elbow where I put water? Yeah.
I don't see brick balls over there. At least not enough to scar.
How you know? It's probably gonna scar tomorrow, like the last one.
Oh, that really comes handy.
Alright, then, of course you're gonna add your seasonings. I don't have my regular seasoning, but
The main one.
I do have taco seasoning. Since we are making nachos, I'm gonna add a couple, like a couple teaspoons of, probably like 3 teaspoons of taco seasoning. I don't use measurements, so it's called eyeballing it. I don't really, only for rice. That's the only thing I use measurements for. Alright, so this is gonna cook probably a little too fast. And of course, you know you gotta wait on your rice. So we're gonna get our rice started. Nobody saw this.
Once it all.
Okay, wait, I gotta smash this one. get started on the rice? Can you do 3 of those cups of rice and 6 water?
So the rice first?
Yes, the rice first. You're gonna put it in this bowl, pan, pot, whatever. So he's gonna start on the rice. I'm gonna use this one. It's just more.
That's good.
No, it needs to be filled all the way, like. Let me see. That's good. And how much I need?
Another one.
Yep, I need 2 more. That's good. It's very fun to do.
And one more.
Yep, one more. Whoever created this shit is very smart. I'm gonna add more taco seasoning to my meat right now because it looks a little. You know what?
Water?
I did forget a seasoning. Yes, water. 6 water.
One.
I did forget to add my sazon, my other seasoning for the meat that I use. The reason I use all these seasonings is because the turkey, ground turkey is very bland, so you have to add a lot of seasonings for it to taste good. Not many people are a fan of ground turkey because it's very difficult to season. Well, not very difficult. It's just difficult to like get the right measurements on the seasoning. That's good. Alright. Then you're gonna turn on your fire up to 4, and then when it starts up to 6. Then when it starts boiling, you're gonna put it down to 2 and cover it. But first, we gotta add our seasonings after that. Before that. Alright, the meat is completed. So it looks like this. Looks pretty good, actually. I already showed them.
I'm gonna get the top view. Haha. Get different views.
And then I'm gonna let this set for a few minutes until I erase it down. I'm gonna put it on super low and then cover it so that way it stays hot until
It's ready.
it's ready. And I pause mid sentence. Oops. So I'm gonna put all my seasonings back, and then I'm gonna put the rice back. And then I'm gonna start seasoning. I did that, didn't I? This again with the sazon. I use this for my rice and my ground beef and my ground turkey. Sometimes on my chicken, depending on what I make with the chicken, like nachos or tacos or whatever. So yeah. Again, 2 teaspoons of each garlic powder and onion powder. I had adobo, but it's gone right now, so I'm gonna use sabor de jamon. I can't say it, but here we are. So I can taste a little better. It's just pork flavor is what it's called in Spanish. And then I'm gonna mix it, let it boil for a minute, and then cover it. And then I just use the same spoon. It's fine. If you want to be all precise and not use that many dishes. Okay, the next step is gonna be the black beans. I don't have pinto beans, so we're gonna have to go with black beans today. The trick is to rinse them out with water to lower the sodium, which also is a healthier choice. I'm gonna stop. It's a healthier choice than just boiling them right away. Hello again. Alright, so what I'm gonna do is grab a strainer. If you don't have the strainer, I highly recommend it. I don't know if they still sell them, but they're pretty good. Alright, I have this bowl in my way. Bean water is the most disgusting thing I've ever. Why is this not going down? Forever. It's probably there's something in the strainer. And then I lightly rinse my beans out. Alright. And then after that, I boil them in a pan or pot, whatever, in this thing. Alright, we'll go back in the same spot that we were. Alright. So after that, you want to bring this pour it into the pot carefully. Alright, after rinsing them out, because I took all the sodium out of the beans, not all of it, the majority of it, that's why I say rinse it out. So if you want to do a low carb or low low carb diet, that's what you do. And then I'm gonna add some garlic salt to season the beans, and then of course grab a different utensil this time. And then you just mix it up a little bit. You can do this on a stove or on your counter because the pot isn't hot yet. Alright, since I hear my rice boiling, I'm going to cover it. And then I'm putting this over here on the... I'm going to put it on 6 again and then lower it to 4. And then we're only waiting on our rice. So yeah.
Alright, looking good.
Cooking's a lot of fucking work.
Should imagine those big family meals that you have made. I'll be like, whoa.
I know how to make family meals. I've done it. I cooked for the whole nursing home that I worked at before. But the only reason I did that is because we didn't have a cook that day. And who had to get in charge of it? Me. Because I knew where everything was. I knew how to cook everything. So they're like, can you just cover for today? And I'm just like, are you going to pay me more? Of course not. But I did it out of the kindness of my heart. So yeah. Also, since we do have, we're forgetting one thing. So you can either make your nachos with tortillas and then just fry them, or air fry them. I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna do it a different way. So I'm gonna grab some tostadas. And believe it or not, these tostadas are a lot more healthier than actual tortilla chips. So yeah. It might not make a huge difference in your diet, but it does help if you're trying to diet, work out, whatever. And of course, I'm just gonna break them to pieces because I'm not a professional, so yeah. But I'm just saying, if you work out and you don't want to eat that bad of a meal, this is actually a healthy meal. The one that's talking earlier, oh, that's not healthy. I proved you wrong.
They change it up.
But it still tastes good too, which is nice for me because I like to work out too. But I like to do my weird diets and shit, and then no one even notices, only me. because no, I was saying because of the way I eat. It doesn't look like I'm dieting, but in reality, you are because of the certain things I change up. And it doesn't even have to be a big change. I'm lowering the rice into 2 because it's boiling really fast. The beans are starting to boil, so I'm going to put them down to 2 as well. And we just gotta wait on the rice and beans. Do I need to cut more? I probably, yeah. I'll probably use the rest of this. And some of them are broken too, so which is nice. Because that way I don't have to cut them. Yay! Alright. So and then of course if there's leftover broke up chips and leftover food, you can always eat it the next day for like lunch at work or
Leftovers.
Or just at leftovers if you're hungry. Or even leftovers for dinner when you have a long day at work and you don't want to cook. I always try to make enough for at least 2 days so I don't have to cook the next day. But yeah, there's your tortilla chips.
We'll be back when it's
And
ready.
we'll be back when the rice is ready. Alright guys, we're back. Food's done. So this is our outcome. We got the rice done. It's steaming hot, of course. And then there's beans. I gotta drain them out before we can serve them. And then, of course, our meat. So, let me put this over here. First things I'm gonna do is strain out the beans.
The steam.
I think I overcooked them just a tiny bit, but it's okay. Did I put that back in there? Tired. Alright. So we're gonna get our plates. Two plates for 2. Alright. Since I did put these back in the bag after I switched them out, I didn't know if they were gonna get stale or not, so. But I like my chips on the side, so this is what the first plate's gonna look like. I'll move it this way. So this is our plate here. Do you want your rice on the side or in your nachos?
Or no, sorry.
Okay, can I have a bowl, please? Just one, the red one. Alright. We're gonna grab some rice. You know what I miss? Puerto Rican rice. I'm gonna make that in the next video. Maybe. Alright. Next thing is, I'm gonna put beans first. Not a lot, because I know you don't like black beans that much. And then
Howdy.
some meat. Alright, and then some cheese. And that's the whole point of nachos. You can also use lettuce, tomato, sour cream, whatever, but here's all we have. Nachos! And then my plate, I'm gonna make it a little different. I'm gonna add rice first.
No sour cream, Kelly.
Yeah, we're in the process of moving, so all our stuff is kind of low or gone. So, all right. I'm gonna add my beans. I don't mind beans, so I'm gonna add a decent amount, spoonful, spoon and a half, whatever. And then meat. Do I need to do any more on yours? I make mine like kind of like into a burrito bowl is what I do. It's a lot more healthier that way. That way you don't use that many chips too. So, and then of course I add 2 different types of cheese. I add the white queso. It kind of has a kick to it. It's Tostitos queso. It's kind of a tortilla chip dip, but I use it for nachos. Again, you guys can use whatever cheese you want. And then, of course, I make my food into like a big old mountain. So. And then you get a fork, or you can use some chips. And then our food. Can you put this in the fridge? And this in the fridge. And then I'm gonna get a bowl for my chips. Have a little leftover for tomorrow. And that's it. So yeah, that's how we make our nachos.
Well, they're special nachos, or what, Mexican nachos?
Yep.
Oh.
Alright, till next time.
See you on the next video.